I don't even remember how I got back to my room. But before I knew it, I found my body in the bed, numb. I didn't want to go to sleep. I just wanted to run away from the despair, but the sleep came anyway.
Did you know that when you talk to someone on a cell phone, you're not hearing their real voice? Their voice is converted to synthetic sound while you're both communicating. By breaking down their voice into various waveform patterns, the phone reassembles those patterns to recreate characteristics of the speaker's voice. This reduces the amount of voice data that needs to be sent to make the call possible. Also, you know how shaved ice has flavored syrups such as strawberry, melon, and lemon? They're all the same flavor. The only difference is the aroma and the food coloring dye. Do you think these facts are lies? Do you deny that these facts are lies? What would the world be like if all lies were denied outright? I bet it would be a very lonesome world. Lies are what make the world go round.
Monokuma must not be here anymore. There's no point to morning announcements now. So, it's really over. There's no point to the killing game anymore. Because there's no reason to go outside. There's no reason to keep living. There's no reason to live. 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 This is an epilogue. All that's left is to take up time. What a boring story. There's nothing I can do anymore. I wonder what everyone else is doing. Come on, Shuichi, we need to just do something! You just spent an entire day in jeez. I wonder what Kaito is doing.
Okay.
That's right, I wonder if Kaito is okay. Is he... It's no use. My mind isn't working, and my body... This just sucks.
If you're searching for the meaning of life, you're already doing it wrong. Your life doesn't need a meaning, it just needs purpose. In other words, you just need something to live for. You can live for spending time with loved ones or chasing dreams. You can even live for eating delicious food or playing games. Most people can get by as long as they have something to live for. If you say, Danganronpa is your reason to live, I couldn't be happier. It's been a real pleasure doing business with you.
You know what, Monokuma? I can't believe I'm saying this. But that's the most useful piece of advice you've given us. Come on, Shuichi, we just need to find a reason to live. There's gotta be something. Was that still that whole thing with Rantaro? We don't even know what his ultimate talent was. It's morning. Come on, maybe there's something else. How long have I been like this? I should get up. I might not ever get up again. I don't care if I just kill my...
Huh?
What? My body reacted reflexively as I heard the doorbell.
Ah.
Somewhat surprised that I even managed to get out of bed, I went to the door. Who could it be? By the way, hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Danganronpa v 3 Killing Harmony. On the last episode, True Despair. That's all I'm gonna say. Just utter, hopeless despair. Everyone's given up. But I'm gonna find something. I'm gonna find a way to turn this around, no matter how stupid of an idea that is, and no matter how, you know, short the chances. I don't care. Let's answer this door. That's our first step. On my feet for the first time in a long while, I walked uneasily to the door. I slowly opened it and... Maki. You look terrible. Maki.
Hey.
Holy shit, I do look terrible. I'm like a few stages away from going full emo. Jesus. Go take a shower or something. Anything to help your face. I'll be in the dining hall with everyone else.
Huh?
What, everyone?
Okay.
I'll be waiting, so hurry up. Maki spoke curtly and left. Everyone is waiting in the dining hall. I guess I should go. I hurried and took a hot shower and left my room. Come on, Shuichi. There's gotta be something. I'm trying to think. Is there no one out and about? I mean, why would they? There's no reason to be out and about. How many people are even going to bother to show up? Most of them, actually. Everyone was in the dining hall besides Kokichi and Kaito. But mentally, they weren't really there. The life had gone out of their eyes. Everyone here looks terrible. Really, even I look terrible. Well, your face always looks like that. What are we talking about? We're discussing how we want to die, right?
Huh?
What? I want to go without suffering. Maki, can you do something about that?
Okay.
Sure, but before that, take a look at this. Is that a flashback light? Where the hell did you get that? Maki, why do you have that?
I see.
It was on top of the table when I went to the dining hall this morning.
Huh?
It was just sitting there? Kokichi probably just put it there.
Well then.
To confirm the truth, perhaps. If we use that flashback light, we may recover memories that corroborate his story. So we're supposed to use the flashback light to confirm the truth Kokichi told us. We don't need to confirm anything. We saw the outside world for ourselves.
Hey.
Do you want to die comfortably? I can help you, but we should check the flashback light first.
Huh?
What? Why do we have to do that?
Because.
It's the only thing we can do right now. If we're going to die, then we might as well do anything we can. We'll have no regrets that way.
That's right.
And even if it is dangerous, we shouldn't matter, and it wouldn't matter anymore, right? Either way, there's nothing for us to lose. We don't have any hope left.
Well.
So let's do what we can. Well, okay. Things won't end up any worse than they already are. So when you kill me, will it be like I'm falling asleep?
It's decided.
Then it's decided. Kiba, Shuichi, are you fine with that? Yes. Very well then.
Okay.
Yeah. And thus it was decided, fairly painlessly. A flashback light suddenly appeared. Nothing could be more obvious and suspicious. But because our spirits were already broken, we had nothing to lose anyway.
Hey.
This freaking sucks. This really does suck. bit of an understatement, I know, but this is the lowest of lows, man. Okay, I'm going to turn it on. Please show us something. Anything, just a glimmer of hope. Just something. That's it. I remember. Everything is connected. And we had forgotten. We had forgotten that everything is connected. It all started at that academy. A government-backed school that nurtured the most talented students in various subjects, Hope's Peak Academy. And that event that tore that school apart changed the world. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. It triggered a wave of terrorism and war across the world, humanity's true despair. Half the world was destroyed as a result of that terrible violence. And that tragedy was caused by a single high school girl. Holy shit, she's finally coming up. The ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima. She used whatever means necessary to paint the world in despair. Oh my god. The killing game at 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy was the same way. Trapped by the ultimate despair, forced into a killing game. But after Junko Enoshima died, the case was closed and the world began to slowly recover. We're just going through the entire lore? But Junko's disciples, the remnants of despair, went down sowing chaos. The Future Foundation fought against them, trying to restore order. The war between hope and despair grew and more extreme. The fight raged on, but came to a sudden end. And right then, it was from then on that we remembered. It was the beginning of our truth. One day, terrible despair suddenly rained from the sky. A countless number of meteorites fell upon the world, carrying an unknown virus. Emboldened by the overwhelming despair, the remnants cried, "Humanity deserves damnation." The Future Foundation was overwhelmed by the renewed despair and quickly lost influence. But then... Oh, Makoto! Oh, you built that new academy! Oh, you super common, not very interesting looking, badass son of a bitch. Makoto Naegi, together with the former members of the Future Foundation, started the Gopher Project at Hope's Peak Academy. Holy shit. It was him. Only genius can overcome nature, and only hope can overcome despair. Our young geniuses must escape this earth and become the seeds of the future. That's the only hope for humanity. With those principles, the Gopher Project began, and 16 Hope's Peak students were selected. We were those 16 students. That's it. We weren't all attending different high schools. We were all attending the rebuilt Hope's Peak Academy. We were the students that applied after learning Hope's Peak was rebuilt. The new Hope's Peak was like the last in that it accepted applications for talented students and cultivated ultimate talents. Hope's Peak Academy was a large school, so we were all in separate classes. But we were all students of Hope's Peak Academy. Holy shit, this flashback light is very, very convenient. And very, very information-filled. From the candidates, the 16 of us were selected for the Gopher Project because... No, we weren't selected. We were the only ones left. The mysterious virus from the meteorites had spread rapidly around the world. The entire world was on the brink of extinction. Hope had almost triumphed, but cruel despair came roaring back to overtake the world. But we just happened to be immune to the virus. That was the reason why we were chosen for the Gopher Project. I finally remembered. That world, this world, it's all connected.
That's it!
Everyone, did you all remember?
Yes.
Yes, I can vividly recall everything now.
Yes.
Yeah? Why, how could we forget something so important?
Yeah.
We were students of Hope's Peak Academy. We were the symbols of hope entrusted with the survival of humanity.
Okay.
Except for one person.
That punk.
Kokichi Oma, the mastermind behind the killing game. His organization's real identity.
They were the remnants of despair.
That's right. The cult organization out to destroy the Gopher Project. If Kokichi is the leader, that means he controls the remnants of despair. Out of all of us, he is the closest to the ultimate despair.
Carrying on Junko's will, huh? She may be gone, but her influence is always expanding, huh?
It's so obvious. A killing game like this could only be done by the remnants of despair.
Class trials, Monokuma, and students of Hope's Peak Academy. It's all just like Junko Enoshima's killing game. Only someone who worships the ultimate despair would replicate that killing game.
Which means that this killing game is just like the one that came before. It's a battle between hope and despair. And the one that was in a computer simulation, but let's not get into that.
A killing game that mires hope and dark despair.
A minute.
Wait, hold on. If this was such an important killing game, then why did Kokichi abandon it?
That's also something the remnants of despair would do. They admire Junko Enoshima, right? He made an elaborate plan to cause us to despair, but he got bored of that plan.
Jeez.
Wanting to feel the despair of your plan being ruined. That's the ultimate despair for you.
Hey,
What's wrong, Maki?
So what?
Nothing. I'm just not convinced.
It's okay.
It's probably fine, though. It's not a big deal.
okay.
Are you sure?
We finally learned the truth, but we still can't do anything. Even if we get out of this academy, the outside world is still destroyed. There's no hope left for us.
Everyone!
No, we just need to become that hope.
What's wrong?
Huh? What's with you all of a sudden?
If I must.
If all the hope is lost, then it's up to us to become that hope. After all, we're students of Hope's Peak Academy, aren't we? We're all that's left of the 16 who survived the battle between hope and despair.
Listen closely.
If we give up now, everyone who fought on the side of hope will have fought for nothing.
That's true.
Fought for nothing.
I heard it.
That's what my inner voice is telling me. That no matter what, I cannot abandon hope. I cannot give up. Yes, that's what it's urging me to do.
Leave it to me.
So I will not despair, even if it's only a little. I will move forward with hope.
Okay.
Kibo.
Listen closely.
Right now, there is no use in thinking about whether our lives have meaning or not. Because as long as we're alive, we still have the power to decide that meaning for ourselves. That is what I believe hope is.
I see.
That's what hope is. I see. Yeah, you're right. We're the students of the new Hope's Peak Academy, rebuilt as the symbol of hope.
Yeah.
If we, the students of Hope's Peak, give up, the world will really be plunged into despair.
You're right.
I got it. In the end, it's all about willpower. I'm not gonna live till the end and never give up. We won't be able to do anything in that destroyed world.
Great, huh?
But making the impossible possible is what magic is all about. It's a pain, but it'll be worth it. I'll live for 100 million more years.
You guys,
You're right.
you're right. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's fight together against despair.
Yes.
Yes, as long as we stand together without giving in to despair, we will find a new hope.
This is what we needed. This is good. We all stood in unison. We each felt the power of hope coursing through us, driving our bodies. The hope born in this academy, a tree of life with roots down deep. It was supporting each and every one of us.
Yeah, motivation is rushing through my entire body. This is the power of hope. With a laugh like that, you sound less like a mage and more like a wicked witch.
Kokichi may have left a flashback light to make us give up. But if that was his plan, it failed. It's true, it does seem as though Kokichi's plan went wrong somewhere. The only person who can give us flashback lights is Kokichi.
Hey,
So, what's our plan now? What are we going to do about Kokichi?
That's right.
We gotta stop you-know-who. The remnant of despair, or this despair will never end.
Okay.
We have to save Kaito too.
You're right.
Yeah, of course.
You're right.
He's so stupidly positive. He's just the kind of guy we need at a time like this.
that's right.
With Kaito by our side, encouraging us, then, even if we are the only people left, I think we can still find a new hope. Yeah, that's exactly right. I knew that, even in a situation like this, he'd think of something.
Problem is, where are Kokichi and Kaito?
It's okay.
They're in the Exosol hangar.
Huh?
Both of them? Kokichi did say that Kaito will be trapped in there, but
Okay.
by chance, I happened to see Kokichi leaving the hangar during nighttime yesterday.
By chance, really? I bet the truth is that you were worried about Kaito and were watching the hangar all day.
Oh, she's dumbfounded again. Still love that face. Looks like that was the case.
So what?
It's not like I was worried about Kaito or anything. I just had nothing else to do. Oh, don't get all tsundere on us, freaking Maki. Don't become a cliche. Also, I'm used to watching others, so it wasn't any trouble. It's important for assassins to watch their targets and think of ways to kill them.
Stop it.
Stop. We were all just getting mushy, but you had to make it all bloody instead.
100%.
We know they're in the Exosol hangar, but how do we get them out?
By the way,
The hangar has an alarm system that will go off if anyone approaches the shutter. On top of that, Kokichi has the alarm remote key to shut off the alarm system.
And there's also an electric barrier, right? You need to do something about that too.
yes.
Yes, but even approaching the control panel will set off the alarm too.
There's so many problems right from the start. What should we do?
It's okay.
It'll be fine. I think I know how to stop the alarm system and the electric barrier. Does she have an idea?
Ho ho. Finally gonna be filled with hope and we're finally going to do something. Hell yeah. But we'll be doing something on the next episode of Let's Play Danganronpa B3 Killing Harmony. I think we've got past the lowest of lows and hopefully we'll head forward to the highest of highs. We gotta be careful though. This could be also a part of Kokichi's plan to make us feel even more despair later on. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode and I'll see you next time. We're gonna save that stupid idiot. And we're gonna give him a piece of our mind when we do so.